to Max Tropical Weather channel, YouTube channel. My name is Michelangelo Hamilton with your tropical update for June 25th, 2013. Let's take a look out into the Atlantic Basin. Now, I would like to start here with the CMC model. And the CMC model is showing a tropical system in coming out through here and moving north and hitting the Big Bend area. Now there's three scenarios that can happen. First scenario, as I mentioned, it hits the Big Bend. Third scenario is that it skirts the west coast of Florida a bit in this fashion or in this fashion, or it could just easily come out and hit the Panhandle. Three scenarios. The CMC model is showing tropical cyclone formation in the Gulf of Mexico. But currently, if that tropical system were to form, it would bring heavy rains towards Florida, and low pressures in here could be a tropical storm, a high-end tropical storm. It could be a low-end tropical storm, or it could be a hurricane for all we know. But the the CMC model showing the system as a minimal hurricane, strong tropical storm with a lot of rainfall coming through here, a lot of heavy rain through here for all of Florida. So that would be something to watch. And what's actually interesting is that the global hazards and benefits outlook actually has a high chance for above average rainfall in this region where the CMC was showing a tropical system forming through this region. And what's interesting is that after July 2nd, it shows a moderate chance, but expands the area for above average rainfall, but it still has a high area of rainfall all the way to the Pacific Ocean. So really, this information is showing us that maybe global tropic hazards and benefit is thinking that maybe the CMC is correct. And again, this happened with Andrea and Barry. And well, the only difference between this model storm and tropical storm Andrea and Barry was that it actually had a tropical cyclone formation for Andrea and Barry. So, but for this system, the C system, is a big question mark. But what's interesting is that it shows rainfall area over here, so it's showing indication that maybe the system may form. The National Hurricane Center is not looking into this yet, but once we start seeing systems or this area through here starting to organize, or a wave through here moving west into the area that we think that a system might form through here, come out through here, then the models will be correct. But for now, the blob that the models are showing maybe this area here, I believe, or maybe this area here that's shown here. These are my three possible suspect areas for the CMC model CMC situation model that shows coming through here as a tropical system. So maybe this area over here, over 15 and 85 west. Maybe this one over here, 10 north and 73 west. Or maybe this wave here, 15 north and 60 west. So these are my three suspect areas. But I think that this one, number 1 here, is probably the one that shows a tropical cyclone forming and hitting Florida because it's closer. It shows the tropical system forming by Monday. So I think that this one may be out of the question because it can't get this fast over here in the next week or so. It could, but it's probably not likely. This one, not really, because it's not really likely to start moving northwest. It's more likely to continue that westward track. But this one, this area here, it was moving west and then it started moving northwest. So it'll be interesting to see tomorrow that this starts to move north or northwest. So I think it's suspect area number 1. Okay, let's look at the maximum hurricane potential. Basically, the Gulf of Mexico is active. The Caribbean is active. All of the Atlantic Basin is active. But the thing is that up to the Eastern Pacific will not be that active, but it's a potential for these low pressures, but not really. This would be Bermuda high, as higher the normals, above higher the normals, allowing convergence. In July this will happen and allow more convergence, more westerly winds through here, and may form a system through here. Actually, the CFS shows this happening, and it pulls it through here near the Bahamas, near Florida, as a strong system. So it shows a lot of low pressures in this area, also in the Eastern Atlantic. That's also another possibility. Maximum winds, potential winds, are very high in the Gulf and also into the Pacific here. Also. Also the Atlantic is very potential. As again, the Eastern Atlantic is not really active enough because we have that Bermuda high, and also the CFS doesn't show anything forming out of there until early July, mid-July, July 15th rather, so mid-July. So basically, that's it for the maximum hurricane potential. Now let's go into the wind shear. And this blob that I was saying, area number 1, is favorable to enter. This area is in red, is unfavorable for development right now. But once it enters this green area through here that has warm waters, and the wind shear here is at 10 knots. So it's really favorable for that development here. And So if this moves northward, it can get going and spec out, or it can just move across through here, hit the panhandle, as we already discussed those three scenarios. But very, very high wind shear through here, high winds, wind shear, WS wind shear through this area, very unfavorable for any development, even 70 knots out here in the Eastern Pacific. That's how we don't get any tropical systems yet out here, because the wind shear over here is 70 knots. That's very, very unfavorable for any development. So basically, there is a good chance for a system to form. Suspect area number 1 looks like it will be able to get into the green zone and probably develop. By suspect area number 2, that was around here, not that much because it's halfway into the high wind shear area. Suspect area number 3, if it could just move west very quick and enter that green zone, might have a chance, but those chances of that happening are very slim. So I think 2 is out of the question for now, and 3 is out of the question for now. I think 1 maybe our suspect area, but I'm still thinking that this area might be okay for development. I'm giving area number 2 a 50% chance right now. Those chances might go up. Area number 1 of being the area that the CMC shows, I say it's a 70% chance of that. And suspect area number 3, I give it a 10% chance that the CMC is talking about this area. I give this area a 50% chance, and I give this area a 70% chance. So, what else we have to talk about? Oh, and this is the MSLP, the CMC really, the CMC model. It shows low pressure through here, 983 millibars. That is potentially category 1 hurricane, or a minimal high TS. So it could be a high tropical storm, or a category 1 hurricane, or it could even be a TD. It's like 7 days out, so it's basically unknown yet. But we still have to watch this. This scenario shows this coming through here, or system coming through here, and hitting the Big Bend area. As we talked about, that's one scenario. One scenario is that comes through here, it skirts up the spine of Florida. Another scenario is that, as we also talked, it just hits the panhandle. Excuse me, that's inaccurate. It just hits the panhandle. So basically the blue area hits the panhandle. The red area would be a lot more rainfall across Florida, especially into the Broward County, Miami-Dade, and Broward, Palm Beach, and Miami-Dade County. They will see a lot of rain in that scenario. This scenario, not that much rain, as you can see. Only a little showers coming in through here, bands of rain from this system coming in. The blue area would be completely away from Florida. The southeast Florida could be completely away from the southeast Florida. The blue model, or the blue scenario, I should say. It would only hit really that the blue model here would only be concerned for the Big Bend in the northwest part of Florida here. So really, it could go 3 ways. Right now it's too early to tell, The models are indicating a tropical system, a tropical cyclone forming, and that's why I'm doing the video, because I think this might happen. It happened with Andrea through here. It's basically taking Andrea track, and this system, Barry, the global models predicted both of these systems happening. And the interesting is that above average rainfall in Florida, Cuba, all this area through here, above average rainfall for all of this area here in the next 2 weeks. So even though it's not showing global tropics, or not showing moderate TC formation or anything like that, moderate TC formation, is still good enough that they're showing a lot of rainfall in this area and this area. Now let's talk about another matter. There's a trough right here. There's a trough right here. High pressure is here, of course, and we get a lot of low pressures over here. So basically, this trough will favor development in the Bay of Campeche, and a lot of development may be possible in this area, as we saw with Tropical Storm Mary. It came through here, it got development, there was a high pressure and a ridge right here, high pressure, low pressures. The Bay of Campeche is another area to watch. The Gulf of Mexico is the area to watch for July and the end of June and July. The end of July would be the Eastern Atlantic, and the end of June would be the Bay of Campeche and the Gulf of Mexico, because of this that we see here, a low 983. So basically, folks, that's it for your our first tropical update. Thank you, and have a great day. I'll give you your next update probably on June 27 on Thursday. But again, this area here may be the one or blob that the models show coming in through here, hitting these areas possibly. So it's an area to watch, and thank you, and good night.